What up, everybody? Talon Williams of Movement Radio here. I want to take this time to apologize to everybody because I didn't give you guys a Raw recap last week. I was a little under the weather. I had the flu. Please excuse me. But I said I wasn't going to go 2 weeks without giving you guys a Raw review. So this is the Raw recap for Monday, February 17th, live on Netflix. Let's go. So Raw kicked off with a very fiery Sami Zayn coming to the ring, saying that he wants Kevin Owens, and he's so pissed off that what Kevin did to him, and he wants to fight Kevin Owens. But, well, this happens. General Manager Adam Pearce comes out, tells him, hey, man, you're not medically cleared. I've told you no. Nick Aldis has told you no. The medical staff has told you no. And as much as we would love to give the fans what they want, we can't. So, no. Sami's like, no, I want this match. And he's like, dude, Kevin Owens can drop you on your head. He can hit you in the face. He can do all these different things, and Sami's like, I can do the same thing to him. So, yeah, give me the damn match in Toronto at Elimination Chamber. So it is going to be Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber, but the match is going to be unsanctioned. So we'll see what happens from there. This was a good segment. The crowd ate it up. The crowd really wants to see Owens and Zayn fight again. The typical fight forever, because that's what I feel like that's going to happen. They're going to fight forever. It's inevitable at this point. The very first match of the night was AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. Really, really good match. I really enjoyed the match. At the end, Dominic went for a Hurricane Rana. He caught it, turned it into a Styles clash. But right before this match actually happened, they had a little backstage Judgment Day segment, and Finn Balor, for whatever reason, is so against getting a new member for the Judgment Day. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because he's trying to hold the power that he still has in it. I don't know. But this was a really good match. But then after this, Braun Breaker decides he wants to jump in and spear AJ Styles, which, of course, he moves out the way. He spears Dominic instead, and they have this really tense stare down. At one point, Braun ripped the shirt off and threw it into the ring at Styles, and Styles caught it and held it. It was smooth. It wasn't as smooth as Brock Lesnar throwing the microphone to Roman Reigns, but it was still pretty smooth though. But yeah, they're setting something up between Braun Breaker and AJ Styles. I don't know what it's going to be. If it's going to be a match at Mania, maybe a match at Elimination Chamber. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Next match on the card is Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile. Winner of this match goes against Lia Valkyria for a future Intercontinental Championship title match. They had a little backstage thing here, and it was all right. Going to the actual match, though, the match was okay. You can tell Ivy Nile's gotten a little bit better, but Dakota Kai ended up winning the match in the end. I thought it was an okay match. It wasn't the best on the card, but it was definitely a match where both ladies were allowed to showcase, and Dakota Kai is now your new number one contender for the championship, and we'll see if they'll let her have it this time. After that, we had an interview from Gunther, World Heavyweight Champion, coming to the ring through the crowd, through the corridor, going down, just talking mad shit. Pretty much, this is pretty much the same promo every single time, and I don't understand why. It's like I'm watching the same promo every single time I'm watching these guys perform. But then big brawl ensues once again. Jay and Gunther fighting amongst each other again. I really do think that they are trying to build this up. They're trying to make it out like, okay, he's a tag team guy. He's not going to be able to win because of all these different things. And Michael Cole said something very, very interesting, because they did a backstage segment with Jey Uso also. Michael Cole said, is Jey Uso trying to convince us, Gunther, or himself in a weird way? And I'm like, is this what we're going through? Is this Jay's metamorphosis into becoming because Jey Uso right now is probably the hottest superstar in the company right now, and you could tell that just by the fan reaction and everything. I've said it in previous videos. Is he the best wrestler? No, not by a long shot, but he's definitely the most popular right now, and normally the most popular guys are the ones that the fans want to see win. So we'll see what happens later on down the road. We got less than 10 weeks away for WrestleMania, so we'll see what happens. The next match on the card was a rematch between Penta and Pete Dunne. I can watch these guys wrestle forever. I really could. I love watching Pete Dunne work. Penta has grown on me a lot. I really do think that he's a really good worker now that he's away from AEW and away from the video game wrestling. He's doing more serious psychological work. Really good match. At one point in the middle of the match, Ludwig Kaiser showed back up, and they provided a distraction, and eventually Penta ended up picking up the win in this. Pete Dunne's obviously pissed at Ludwig. They end up having, let me start over. Ludwig attacked Penta. Pete Dunne pulled him out. They start arguing. They start fighting. And then Penta hit him with a flip over the top rope. Ended up standing strong at the end. I don't know exactly what's going to be the story with these three going forward, if it's going to be a triple threat match going into WrestleMania, what the situation is going to be. Either way, I'm excited to see these three work together in any capacity because I think they're all three great workers, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this match if it happens. Next match on the card was the last women's qualifying match for the Women's Elimination Chamber match at Elimination Chamber between Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. This is Roxanne Perez's first big match on Monday Night Raw. She did a couple of exhibition matches over the Raws after Mania a couple of years ago, but this is the first big match that she's had, and I thought she did a really good job. I thought this was a really good match. They really had a good chemistry back and forth. I mean, obviously Raquel's the bigger of the two, so she had to display the power early, and that's exactly what happened. Roxanne got a couple of hope spots in there, and I really thought that the match was good. And then this happened. You probably can't see it, but right here in the corner, Bianca Belair and Naomi come out and attack Liv Morgan because this past Friday night on SmackDown, it was shown. At this point, we can assume that because Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan were at SmackDown the night that Jade Cargill got attacked, so now these two believe that Jade Cargill was attacked by Judgment Day. I think it's a red herring, but we'll find out soon. But anyway, Roxanne Perez pulls off the victory over Raquel Rodriguez. She does become the last entrant into the Women's Elimination Chamber match. So you got Naomi, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and Alexa Bliss, and that should be a pretty interesting match. Where I think we're going to go there, we'll wait for them predictions to come out first before I spoil anything here. But yeah, overall, I thought this was a good match, and Raquel definitely deserved the win. Very next segment was the New Day come to the ring, and they talk all kinds of mad shit about Rey Mysterio, saying, about, being old and everything like that. It was a pretty decent promo. After that, Joaquin Wilde and I keep on wanting to say Raul Mendoza. I know he's called something else. Cruz del Toro. There we go. They came to the ring, the LWO, beaten down. I think they're going to do something that's going to lead into WrestleMania between the LWO and the New Day. Could Big E possibly be involved in that story later? Who knows? Is Rey Mysterio going to be involved as well? Obviously he is, because he did get taken out by the New Day last week at the end of Monday Night Raw. So we'll see where it goes from there. And the last match of the night, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Winner of this match gets the last spot in the Elimination Chamber match. And overall, I thought this was a really good match. Ironically enough, Finn Balor got a lot in the beginning. I really did think he got a lot in the beginning. Even hitting a pedigree on Seth Rollins right there, kind of like halfway, like maybe 4 minutes in. It was before the first commercial break for the match. But overall, they had a really good match. They did a lot of good back and forth stuff. You could definitely tell these guys really good at working with each other, and this was no exception. Finish of the match, Seth Rollins curve stomp to Finn Balor for the victory, and now Seth Rollins is now the last participant in the Men's Elimination Chamber match. So in the Men's Elimination Chamber match, you got Logan Paul, you got Seth Rollins, you got John Cena, you got Drew McIntyre, you got Damian Priest, sorry, I had to remember it for a second, and you got CM Punk. And I think that the match is going to be I think that match is going to actually be pretty good. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I got a prediction. But we got to wait a little while for that. And I had a buddy of mine send me this. I just wanted to show you guys Dirty Dom as the Pringles can guy. I thought it was funny. I had to share it with you guys. But that has been the Raw recap. Thank you guys so much for watching. What did you guys think of Monday Night Raw? Let us know down in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the love and support that you guys have given us. And again, I apologize I didn't get the Raw recap out last week. That's my bad. Forgive me for being sick. But thank you guys for the love and support. We thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.